Hey, brother, and welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Jay vs. Ben, where today we are taking on a very niche Harry Potter quiz, the world's hardest Ludo Bagman quiz. And you may notice we're wearing some headphones today, and that is because we are joined by world-renowned Ludo Bagman expert and host of the Potterless podcast, Mike Schubert.
Hello, I want to just put the warning out there immediately that my infamous run-in with Ludo Bagman does not make me an expert in knowledge about him.
Expert Ludo Bagman.
By the conceit of my podcast, I have read each of the books exactly one time.
That is absolutely amazing. Although, Riley, I really hope that you make a graphic for Mike that says Ludo Bagman expert.
Oh, for sure. There's got to be.
Like, I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What's concerning to me about this quiz is I'm not sure there are even 15 facts about Ludo Bagman, so I have very low expectations for our performance.
Yeah, we have a patron by the name of Motts who has gone through and meticulously scraped Goblet of Fire for details about this one particular character so that we can have an entire quiz about him. So without any further ado, let's dive on in. In case you guys are new to the Jay versus Ben format, this is how it is going to work. Kangaroo Cat is on the other end of the microphone. She's waving, but you can't see her right now. Is going to be reading us today's 15 questions.
Yes, and Ben and I and Mike are all going to answer completely from memory unless we agree that we have no idea, in which case Kangaroo Cat can read us the multiple choice
I think y'all are going to want those.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting one because there are now 3 of us involved, all of whom might have like a varying degree of knowledge about a specific question, and we have to get agreement across all 3 of us in order to get the multiple choice. So hopefully we'll all just play nice today.
Yeah. Mike, are you ready?
I am very ready. Let's see. And for my proof, because I wanted to make sure no one branded me as a cheater, I've got my phone is where I'll be writing my answers. It's on airplane mode and everything. I'm not secretly Googling. I just don't have a pen and paper on me. And let's rebrand it as me being environmentally friendly. I'm not wasting pens and paper.
Yes. Yeah, very nice. Excellent.
Yeah. All right. Question number 1. What is the name of Ludo Bagman's brother?
Okay.
I got that. Oh, Mike. I heard Mike gasp.
Look, there could have been a true-false question of does Ludo Bagman have a brother, and I would have been stumped. Okay.
I think they got this one because we maybe have asked this in a trivia stream in the past.
I believe this one had come up a couple of times. Yeah, just specifically because there's a couple of different ways that you can frame it, which I won't go super into in the off chance that
you reveal too much about the Bagman.
the Bagman.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Mike, do you have a guess?
Yes. I know it's already wrong, but I put Rudolph.
Okay. 2, 1.
I got Otto.
Otto is correct.
Otto Bagman.
Otto Bagman.
Yeah.
Okay,
Otto is, well, I don't know if we should.
We'll just talk about it.
It might be a future question. So
That's true. Honestly, I feel like Rudolph is not a bad name.
That's a pretty good one. I like that one.
I thought it was good, and then I remembered there's already isn't there a Rodolphus? Isn't someone that?
Rodolphus Lestrange.
Yeah, it's like nobody ever gets like a duplicate name. There's not even like 2 Bryans or something.
There's multiple Toms, which Voldemort does not like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tom the barman.
Yeah.
Question 2. What did Fred and George bet Ludo Bagman that Ireland would win, but Crumb would catch the snitch first?
Okay. Oh, we knew the exact amount.
The exact amount.
Jeepers creepers.
And the additional. Don't forget the additional.
Oh, I know the additional.
Okay. This has also become like a bit of a running gag.
I will say that I've been repeating these numbers in my head for like 10 minutes straight. I'm like, I'm sort of listening to you guys, but I'm also just thinking these numbers. So I'm like, do not forget the numbers.
Yeah, this question has been asked no less than 10 times.
It is
for
like
sure.
So I feel
in
like
our quizzes.
So far, I feel like we're at an unfair advantage against That's Mike here.
Yeah.
However, on the count of 3, let's reveal. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
All right.
I said 350 and a fake wand.
350.
I'm not here to win. I'm here to make friends and tell jokes.
It is a trick wand. You got that part.
I had 37 galleons, 15 sickles, 3 nuts, and a trick wand.
That is correct.
That was what I had.
Boom.
You guys got it. You're getting it.
We're on board.
So we're off to a roaring start all the way around.
2 for 2, and that's as far as we got.
Yeah. Alrighty. The first few questions are not too bad.
Okay.
Oh, good.
You will. I think all 3 of you are about to get this question. Though.
Okay. I love it.
All right. Question 3. Who bet Ludo Bagman half shares in their eel farm that it was going to be a week-long game?
Okay. If it helps at all, it is.
It is literally on Ben's shirt.
On my shirt.
Zoom in on Ben's shirt if you need a clue.
Oh, it's covered by the thing.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see there.
I can't. So I'll just probably get this wrong. It's all right.
This was a question that organically showed up on a quiz once before, and we were all like, "You have to be joking. You must be kidding."
Yeah.
Was it? It wasn't a Quizmaster's question, was it? It was like actually on the
just a regular
like
question.
Wizarding World like quiz. Yeah.
Someone somewhere was just like.
What's great is that he wins the bet, meaning he now owns 50% of the eel farm.
Hence the shirt.
Hence the shirt. Yeah.
Which in case you can't tell, says Bagman's. Well, it says blank crossed out, and then Bagman's eel farm.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
The real deal eel dealer.
Since the year 331, which spells eel.
I never caught that. That's
Really?
good. No.
That's really good.
Real.
That's really good.
If you want, you can get shirts just like these if you sign up for our Patreon at the Super Carlin shirt level.
There you go. Okay, so on the count of 1, 2, 3.
Agatha Timms.
Oh, I went with Mundungus Fletcher. He seemed like person most likely to own eels.
It is,
He does. He's a slimy chap.
It is Agatha Timms.
That is honestly, of all the guesses, I think that's you chose a really good piece of logic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well
it's
reasoned.
I feel like he would have an eel farm.
well reasoned.
Well reasoned.
The way Jim Dale says that, I always think it's really great.
Question number 4. What did Bagman think the Bulgarians wanted to borrow at the Quidditch World Cup?
Oh.
Ooh, I thought you would get that one right off the bat. I feel like we've talked about this recently.
They wanted to borrow something.
They want that.
I think this.
They
is what
wanted
came
to borrow
mind.
something, and they like couldn't speak the same language, and so Ludo thinks that they're trying to borrow.
They think it's
item.
Even when he says what it is, it's like, why would you ever think that?
Why would they
Like,
need
why
that?
would they be
at a
asking
game
for that? Yeah.
Is it like the Bulgarian team or just like the Bulgarian?
I think it's the
it's-
Bulgarian Minister for Magic.
Yeah, whoever's
Okay,
in the box
okay.
with him
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
during the game.
Okay. I have a guess. I think I feel reasonable-ish.
I feel reasonable-ish. That's where I'm at.
67%.
67%?
Yeah, that's what
okay.
I'm thinking.
Okay,
I'm
all
feeling
right,
more
that's
like
not bad. That's not bad.
68%.
I'm coming at a solid 0%.
Solid 0.
Rounding it out.
All right. Cool.
Okay,
right,
on
ready?
the count of 1, 2, 3.
Umbrellas.
I said nail clippers. I think tweezers is right.
Ooh.
What did you say?
I said umbrellas.
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 That's also
Okay,
good. That's also good.
It is tweezers.
Oh, I was like-
Pulling ahead.
I was at the genre. I had
It is
right
the genre,
Yeah,
but
that
it
was
is
very
not
nail
the thing.
Very
clippers.
close.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Okay.
Man, tweezers.
What
What are they tweezing? What would you need to tweeze that you couldn't with physical tweezers that you couldn't tweeze with magic?
Tweezers feels like one of those words that every language just completely starts from a different starting point altogether. Like nobody's word for tweezers is even remotely close to anybody else's word.
Do you know any other words for tweezers?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
How could you?
How could you?
It's they are probably all pretty different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would bet that.
So if you speak another language and you know the word for tweezers, let us know in the towel section down below.
Yeah.
And it would be great because I feel like this happens sometimes with US versus UK things where we both have very silly words for things and then we argue about which silly word is more correct. Like, I feel like at one time I was talking about candy and it's like something in the US we call Smarties. They called like fizzy whizzies or something. And it's just very funny to have people like angrily be like, what do you mean you don't call it fizzy whizzies? Like, yeah, okay, that sounds far more normal. I'm so sorry.
All right. Yeah. Yes. This is the thing we've thought about before doing a quiz on. Like, is it Wizarding World or is it just British? And then we don't know.
Honestly, that was a big arc in Potterless. When I was doing the first couple of episodes, I was fully convinced that treacle tart was a magical thing. They ate it at one of the feasts, and I was like, that sounds so fun. Like, it must be be a cool Honeydukes thing. And the British listeners were like, sir, you can just buy those ingredients.
It's just regular.
That's just a real thing.
Yeah,
great.
We had the same problem with wine gums. We were like, "What is that? What are wine gums?" We were like, "It's just gummies."
It's just gummies.
They're like
Yeah,
those
okay.
Dots candies, which are just universally stale. They stopped making them in 1973 after boxing the last box, and
the boxes are still being sold because nobody buys
That's
them.
all we're eating to this day.
Yeah, and they're still stuck in anybody's teeth that has ever had them in the last 5
Yes,
years.
it made my teeth hurt just to think about it.
Yeah. Question number 5. For what Quidditch team did Ludo Bagman play?
I think I know this one.
All right, I think I'm not going to get a goose egg.
There you go.
Okay, I think I'm in it as well.
Honestly,
I'm in it as well.
Going into this, because I was like, "That's the most obvious one," and I bet they didn't put it on there.
I know, right?
On purpose.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here it is.
So 1, 2, 3.
The Windborn Wasps.
Yes.
The Windborn Wasps. Correct.
Amazing.
Let's go.
Excellent. You might have
Correct.
spelled yours more correctly than us with the OU.
It
yeah,
is
I would-
OURNE. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you spelled it better than us.
Wow.
Look
I
at
think
you.
maybe I should get like a 0.1 bonus point.
I'll
And
get.
then
I'll
it
give
have to be a tie.
you this. You're-
1.01.
It's okay.
Mike's score.
I'll give you a whole point.
It's going to be the one
point
question
on
I
that.
get correct.
Oh,
There
man.
you go. You get a whole half point for spelling.
Let's go. Let's go.
So, question number 6. Who bet Ludo Bagman that Bulgaria would score first?
Oh,
I think I know this one.
This
Ooh.
is-
This is one of the ones that Ethan told me to put on.
Yeah, this one seems like all the things he's betting on.
A lot of bets. This might be the last bet question.
Let's see.
I could be wrong.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is his
there's-
entire personality, so I wouldn't be surprised if most of them were
Right.
better.
This is just
He's a gambler.
just gambling addiction.
Yeah.
That's the whole red herring.
Yeah.
Right?
I have 2 guesses. I wrote
Really?
one in a small corner,
Okay.
and then the other one I just wrote big because it'll be
That'd be your
my
legit answer.
my legit answer.
yeah. Okay.
However, I don't know that either of them is even correct because this feels like there is just a total. I feel like Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix both are just so famous for this, which is that like there are these massive scenes where they are just dumping Wizarding World like names and characters and this, that, and the others on you, and it's just sort of like
That you never see again.
Right, it's
It's,
like-
never referenced again.
who?
Yeah.
Shout out to Archie, the wizard who felt the breeze between his
Yes,
legs. That
yes,
is the
exactly.
number one most important person from these types of scenes.
It is.
For sure.
I like a nice breeze.
Okay,
Oh man,
you ready?
All right, I'm definitely wrong.
1, 2, 3.
3. Is it
Daedalus
Kings-
Deagle.
Oh, I thought it was Kingsley Shacklebolt.
I don't know if any of us are right.
I have Lee Jordan's
I
dad.
have Daedalus Diggle.
That's a good
Interesting.
guess.
Okay, none of you got it right. It is Roddy Ponter?
Ponter.
Pontner.
Nope.
Not 100% sure how you pronounce
Butts.
that.
Trivia question could have been, is that a character?
yeah, I was about to say, I
No.
don't believe we ever see this character again.
Of course it isn't.
yeah. No, Ronnie Pont- no,
Yeah, no, I couldn't have pulled. I don't even feel bad for missing that.
I don't either. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. That was
I don't know why I thought it was Kingsley. I feel like I imagined a world in which Kingsley hunted down Ludo, and that had me very excited.
I know. Yeah, it feels like one of those things where it'd be a great, very, very early introduction to Kingsley.
Yeah, it's like when you hear about
Yeah.
Sirius Black in like the first 3 pages of the book.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about him.
Forgot about that guy. Question number 7. Who says the following quote? He played Quidditch for England himself, you know, and he was the best beater the Windborn Wasps ever had.
So they're talking about
Ludo.
Mr. Ludo here.
Yes.
I have an answer. I'm locked in. I'm squared in.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready, Regis Philbin.
Hold on. Let's see.
Hold
Hold on. Let me. Okay.
What do you think, Jay? What do you think? You got this.
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
I got
That's
it.
a really long answer.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, that seemed long. 1,
Yeah, what?
2, 3.
Charlie
Ron?
Weasley?
Oh, I said Ron.
We're all over
Arthur.
with different
It's
Weasleys.
Arthur.
It's Arthur! No! I almost put him and I was like, yes! No.
Charlie was one of the incorrect answers.
Charlie
so-
played Quidditch. Man.
Yep.
Damn.
Man.
Ooh,
But
man.
now Ben's got a solid...
Wait, who did you say? Mike?
I said Ron. Because I imagined it was a situation where Harry, as narrator / vessel for the reader to understand what was going on, was like, "Who's Ludo Bagman?" And then Ron is like, "Don't worry, exposition dump, Harry. I'll answer the question for the reader."
Ron is definitely the I'm going to explain everything about the Wizarding World to Harry character.
Yes, he is.
Oh, you don't know what this is? Let me describe it for a paragraph.
Mike, 100%. I feel like if you read the books as aggressively as I feel like we would be getting just scraped right now, because your logic behind everything, it's like that's such good. That's such a good reasoned out version.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the Harry Potter books don't often follow logic.
That's true. That's true.
There's a lot of things.
I think it fits all the time.
It's not always accountable for that, but either which way, I appreciate how you're getting. I feel like a lot of times I'd be like lavender brown, and it's like, was she even in that scene? It's like, I don't know.
Why was she talking about Ludo?
I thought we were all just guessing characters randomly.
Question number 8. What robes did Ludo Bagman wear to the Yule Ball?
Oh,
did we ask that recently, or was that another?
Ask it recently. Okay. This is like.
It was like,
really wait, so we need like a color and a pattern? Is that what we're going for?
I got it.
Right.
I got it.
You got it?
I remember it.
You remember it?
I remember it.
Can we get?
For what
can
it's
this
worth,
be like a 2-part thing where if you get the material, it's a half, and if you get the color, it's another half? Because I feel like I might know one of them.
I like that. I like that.
It's a pattern and a color. If
it's
that
a
helps,
pattern?
not a material.
Okay,
and a color.
got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
we can give out half points.
But yeah, I'll give you a half point. If you get
Okay, let's see.
the color or the pattern.
All right, I've got guesses. I have no idea if they're correct, but I'm ready to go.
I've got guesses as well.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Blue with stars.
I said purple with gold stars.
I said purple paisley.
Oh man,
ooh, that's nice.
Purple
It is purple with gold stars. It's another full point, but y'all each get half points too.
Okay, I got the stars anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew the purple because one of the running jokes, obviously in Potterless, was Ludo Bagman me falling for the red herring. But then another one was at one point they called the night bus violently purple, and I thought that was just like a very funny description of something. And then I was doing a Ludo Bagman specific live show, and I was doing all this Ludo Bagman research, and unfortunately this was a year ago, so I've forgotten all of it.
Wait a minute.
Purple paisley sounds way cooler than purple with gold stars.
Well, I was doing this stuff, and purple came up as his robes, and I was like, how did I miss? And I guess it's because it was before I knew Ludo had become this infamous character that I love / hate. But I was like, how did I miss that? The one joke of the podcast was linked with the other one, like that Ludo was wearing purple. So that's why that stuck.
Alrighty, question number 9. After the First Wizarding War, Ludo Bagman was put on trial for giving away information about the Ministry to Death Eaters. To which Death Eater was it said that he gave the information?
Yes. Oh man.
You know it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, go Mike.
No. Oh no. Oh boy.
Answer has been boxed. I feel medium to okay.
Little schmedium.
Schmedium. There. I feel like there is such a group of like 6 Death Eaters that come up. So like they never do or like really say or have any other importance for just about any other reason, but it's just like we consistently use the same names, and therefore like
evil name guy,
right?
Yeah, it's the I'll say once we flip around, but there's like a certain subset of these dudes that are for sure like we know them by name, but we never interact with them. Death Eaters.
Yes,
for sure.
Yep. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. On the count of 1, 2, 3.
Dollahov?
Rookwood.
I said Rookwood.
It is Rookwood.
Yeah.
But those the two names I was thinking of were Rookwood and Dollahov are exactly the same.
They really are.
Like, we know their name, but we don't ever like talk to them or interact with them. They're just like there, and we know their guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We know
They're right
guys.
there. They're right there. That's just Rookwood.
So much so that after I wrote Rookwood, I was like, is it Dollahov or Rookwood?
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Rookwood's the Department of Mysteries guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think so.
I'm the Department of Mysteries. Now I can hear it.
Question number 10. Okay, I was wrong. There is another betting adjacent question. Question number 10. Who do Fred and George say also got swindled by Ludo Bagman during the 1994 Quidditch World Cup?
All the betting questions.
Yeah, Ben, you've been paying attention, man.
Well, we've been going through when we're doing the J versus Ben latelys. I pluralized the wrong word in that sentence.
What did you say?
The J versus Ben latelys.
I didn't even get it.
That feels like you could do a quiz about current events, and it would be the Jay versus Ben latelys. What's happening in the news this week? Who's number one in the Billboard 100?
Welcome to the latelys.
Yeah.
That's what we should call our blog.
Oh, I love it. But so we just have finished Order of the Phoenix. And so in the past couple of weeks for me, I have read Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix. So they are.
Oh, so you are a little fresher.
They are, yeah,
Okay.
they're fairly fresh, which I think is helping me right now.
All right.
Ready?
A count of 1, 2, 3.
Said Mundungus Fletcher.
Kingsley?
But, oh my God.
okay.
It's Lee Jordan's dad. What did you say? So bad when you put that earlier. I was like, oh no, there is another betting question. But I knew that would give it away.
Oh, man.
When you
my
put that
gosh.
earlier, I was like, that's an answer later.
This is the kind of stress
I got so nervous.
when
This was
when you're the quiz asker person in
just
the
don't wanna
room,
give it
you
away.
gotta be like juggling. It's a high stress job.
My heart's racing.
I know. Good things are happening over here. This never happens.
This is really
You're in the zone.
In the zone.
We're in the zone today, man.
Bagman zone.
All right.
There is one more piece of trivia about Bagman that I know that is incredibly obscure that hasn't come up yet, and I'm like, I'm so hoping for it.
Comes
I mean,
up.
we
Oh,
still
no.
have like what, 5 more questions, 6 more questions. So
It could.
it
Oh,
could.
boy. All right.
It could. Question 11. At
Okay.
one point in Ludo's playing career, his team won the League Cup how many times in a row? Looking for a number.
This is in the book.
I don't know.
This feels like a Quidditch through the ages,
It
like
could be.
Could be.
additional
It could be. Or like the Wikipedia, but the Wiki fandom.
complimentary reading.
Yeah.
He did put where each of the
Waspopedia.
questions came from, but I forgot to write it down.
I-
He being Mats. Hi, Mats.
Okay. Well, all we can really do is guess, I suppose.
all
That's-
we can
that's
really
where
do
I'm
is
at.
guess. Okay. All right. Well then.
It feels like unlikely to be in double digits, but
Okay. Ready?
who's to say?
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
2.
3?
I said 6.
Oh, it is 3.
Pure luck.
Boom!
Yep.
Nailed
done.
it.
You got the divisibilities right, at least.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
the
right.
I don't even know.
Factors.
Factors.
Yeah.
Sure. It's been a while since I took math.
Yeah.
Is that right? Have you only missed one question?
Ben? Man,
I
really?
think you've maybe only missed
Lying.
one question.
Wow.
Good for you.
I am shocked. Genuinely shocked.
Who knew you know so much about the Bagman?
Who knew? The Bagman.
You're doing great. I'm so proud.
Actually, what I really want to do, because I went through specifically with Goblet of Fire, and as I was like finding moments where like an incredibly piece of obscure trivia happened, I like was opening my phone and I was writing it down in my notepad so that it was like weird thing.
Because that was what we were doing for the like really hard challenge or whatever with the wings.
Yes.
Yeah. You didn't want to eat wings.
Yes.
Wanna eat
Yes.
wings.
So
You
didn't eat
studied
the
so hard
wings.
because you didn't want to eat wings.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. And so I would love to put a quiz together for you guys on the basis of everything that I found.
you found.
Oh, you
Like,
asked us
that
like
didn't
one
get asked.
question at the end of it before the team ate the wing, and I just like my mind went completely blank. I was like, I've never heard this fact ever in my life. I've never read any of the Harry Potter books. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what's happening?
But you have it there.
I have. That's what I'm saying. But my brain went to like, I've never read a Harry Potter book in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
I absolutely love it.
Question 12. Ludo Bagman was the head of the Department of Magical Games and Sports for several years, including during the Quidditch World Cup and Goblet of Fire, until he had to go on the run. But who was head of that department before him?
Who was head of the Magical Games and Sports?
What?
Before Bagman?
Before Bagman?
Oh, man.
This might be another even to blame
this
question.
is-
I can't remember.
Who was head in his own department?
I've never heard this name either, for what it's worth.
good.
Oh, it's
Maybe let's
it's a
do
name we've never
multiple
heard.
choice because we
Multiple
haven't
choice.
done it.
Yeah,
Multiple
I like
choice,
that.
yeah.
Okay, we
Okay.
haven't done it
Okay.
yet. We'll get some.
A. Cormac McLeod. McLeod?
McLeod, I think is how you
McLeod.
pronounce his name spelled
Sure.
like that.
B. Hamish McFarlane. C. Nugget Potts. D. Grogan Stump.
Wow, all these sound so made up.
They do.
I think most of them are, except for the one.
Okay.
I'm going with. I've got to guess. At least.
Okay. I have
That's
to guess
a complete
too.
25% chance.
I will explain my logic afterwards.
Okay.
The small amount of logic that is, that is
Say, what
available.
logic?
Yeah.
Wait, what was B?
Hamish McFarlane.
Okay.
Okay. We ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
One.
I said
I said B.
I said
said
C.
It is B.
Yes.
Sorry, Ben.
Okay,
We're coming back.
Here's my logic for B.
Yeah, please tell me.
Seamus Finnegan is the other Irish name that J.K. Rowling put into the book, and that is like the most stereotypical Irish name possible. So I was like, Hamish McFarlane sounds also like J.K. Rowling spent 4 seconds coming up with a name. And I was like, that's a name.
Yeah, there you go.
That tracks.
It sounded to me like Cormac McLeod was
Cormac
just
McLagan.
Cormac McLagan,
Yeah.
and it sounded like because the Mick was in there. Sometimes like it's like an old school trick. It's like it normally means it's one of those two because they have like the same little trick to it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so Cormac McLeod sounds made up. So this one also has Mick in it. So that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I was
Good
thinking
logic.
Cormac McLagan. I was thinking Haymitch from Hunger Games.
Games.
Yes, I also was
Ooh,
afraid of that. Like, is Mott's doing like other popular characters?
Yes. And
Well, he did, for what it's worth, on the Agatha Timms one, put Agatha Harkness and then other characters from WandaVision.
Oh,
As a multiple choice.
that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. And then
Sorry.
Grogan, I was getting like Grogu.
Yeah.
Like, thinking
Grogu
like,
vibes.
okay, like I can see where all of those would come from, but I didn't recognize the other one at all. So
I got you.
Hey, all got our logic.
The logic made sense. I get it.
there you go.
But you were wrong.
Yeah, I know.
He's still ahead by a lot.
That's true.
I'll take it.
Okay, there's plenty more room for you to be wrong.
Is there, how many
Probably
questions?
not.
No, I don't think so. I
There's
think,
not that much
you
room.
got it in the bag.
In the Bagman.
Oh my god. I should have said that. I'm so sorry.
Man, I am just thinking right now out loud, if they ever did a spin-off series within the Wizarding world, specifically about one character, they could just call it Bagman, and that would be a great name for like a streaming service show.
Yeah.
Watching Bagman.
Just the Bagman.
The Bagman.
Yeah.
The
I
Bagman.
do like that.
Everyone's like, is this all like a Batman villain or something?
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
It's like Casino Royale, except he just keeps losing every single time.
Yeah. There's no Quidditch at all.
Like a running gag is just like well, flip for it, and like every single time he ever does any of like the rock, paper, scissors, anythings, he always loses.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be it.
Flip your
Just
galleon
losing
for
bets
it.
and running away. That's
Yeah.
It's the show.
All right. Question 13. In Bagman's trial, one of the jury members stands up and congratulates him on his splendid performance in the game against Turkey. What day of the week did that game take place?
Oh, come
All right.
on.
1 in 7 chance, baby.
All right, here we
1 in
go.
7 chance.
Let's go.
Man.
Can we get a multiple choice to
I know. I literally,
Yeah.
you got to the game against, and I was like, I have no idea. And then you said Turkey, and I was like, wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is basically just a 1 in 7 chance, right?
Yeah.
More or less.
Okay.
Unless
All
you
right.
really do know and you're like really, up to date on your.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
ready?
I got it.
1, 2, 3.
I just went with Saturday.
I went with
Oh,
Saturday.
I said Thursday.
Oh boy.
It was Saturday.
Boom!
I logic myself too much. I know that soccer matches in Europe happen on Saturdays, and I was like, J.K. Rowling doesn't know that. It can't. I was going to pick anything
Nope, it
except
was.
Saturday.
It can't be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
part of
I
me
was
was
about
like-
to be like, this is not that much of a trick question.
Yeah, I was like,
you can
it's
logic
too
this.
conventional to be on Saturday because
Well,
like
that's
Wizards
honestly-
would do something on like Tuesday night or something, like when no one would play sports.
Well, that's kind of what I thought too, honestly, before I like read the
Oh,
answer to this
yeah.
question. I was
Oh.
like, it's probably like a Thursday. I thought Thursday too when I originally was thinking, and then
We're
I
on
read
the
the
same
answer and it
page.
was not.
Thursday
They
night
should have
Quidditch.
done it on a Thursday if they'd want to let the statute of secrecy stay secret.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Seriously?
I think we have
I
the
don't know.
correct
Probably
answer,
most
even though
muggles
it's
were
not
at
the
like
right
football
answer.
games though, so they weren't out and about. They were in one little location. I don't know, maybe.
A reasonable.
everyone's
offense.
watching football, so they're not noticing the Quidditch.
Exactly.
Wouldn't that be the easiest thing for Wizards to not have to build a separate stadium and then hide an entire separate stadium? They should just see the schedules of like when
Oh,
these things
just
happen.
go
And
steal
they're just like,
stadium.
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it should be like, oh, nothing's going on Wednesday night. Let's do the game here, and then all we need to do is magic to disguise and make it look empty.
Oh, yeah.
Why,
The other
they're
thing,
doing
too,
so
is,
much
like,
extra work.
The only requirements for a Quidditch pitch is the hoops.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's like it's not hard to come up
not
like
hard.
you could just like magic them into place.
yeah, I guess you
Right.
need like the
And then-
tall stands, right?
Yeah, but if you
watch
already
that.
have an arena that's got,
Yeah.
if you're doing
Infrastructure.
Camp Nou in Barcelona that's got, 100,000 seats or whatever, that's already
Just sit
good.
at
If
the
you need
top.
to
I've been there.
magically put some more
Yeah.
on top.
Question 14. Ludo Bagman only knows one word in gobbledygook, but as it means pickaxe, he is hesitant to use it because he thinks it can be misinterpreted as a threat. But what is the gobbledygook word for a pickaxe?
Do you
Is
know
this the
it?
one?
This is the one.
Shut up.
This is what
you know the gobbledygook.
I know like rough around the edges.
I was wondering if this is what you were talking about when you said there was one other thing.
Like literally, so
Ethan
before,
was like, this was a big moment. I was like, I literally don't remember this at all.
So while we were getting ready to get everything going, I was fidgeting aggressively, and it was because I was like, store it in your head, Ben. Store it in your head.
Don't forget this word.
That's why you were so fidgety.
You can remember this word. It's not like it's gobbledygook or anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
it is gobbledygook. Do you have it?
This is I had to guess at gibberish, basically.
Literally.
That's what I've done.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I said garblack.
I said
I said rock cut.
Rock cut.
Rock cut.
Honestly, those are pretty good made up things.
And you were so close.
Wow.
It is Bladvac.
Oh my god!
You switched the V and the B.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
What was the correct answer?
Bladvac.
Man, I got black off the end.
You were really close.
Yeah.
Both of y'all were pretty close, actually.
Man, I thought I had it.
Something.
This is my whole life. This is why you just don't get cocky. You can't do it. You can't do it.
You pre-bragged about
I know.
this.
I thought I had it.
Yeah.
This is really honestly. This is worse than losing right now.
You were so close.
I'm really like.
That's a negative point, I think.
No.
Just -1.
It's still not gonna help you. Even if it is a
I can just imagine Riley and Edit being like, yeah, I agree with Jay.
Question 15. During his trial, Bagman acknowledges that he has been a bit of an idiot. In response to this statement, who says, "You never spoke a truer word, boy"?
Someone says that to Bagman? That's pretty good. You've never spoke a truer word, boy.
It's like, who's there?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Who's there in the trial? Search
Right,
your way
who's
back
like the
through Dumbledore's memory.
I know.
Yeah, right.
Go deep inside of your memory into Dumbledore's memory.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Harry's present.
And Harry's present for
and we're there
Dumbledore's
too.
memory.
And we're there too.
Yeah. The busy room.
It's a busy room.
I get the feeling the Wizarding World doesn't have lawyers, right?
Must not.
Like Dumbledore sort of shows up to represent Harry and be like, who's going to represent you? Be like, I brought my principal. Is that cool?
Look, if they arrested Sirius Black and the entire case against him was we found a pinky and you were, I think, there, I feel like there can't be any lawyers. There's no way.
Yeah. It's like, that doesn't hold up. We need, isn't there a guy who's like a lawyer who like breaks down like TV shows where like law is done? We need him to break down the case against Sirius Black.
Like they talk about how later on they can like tell what spells your wand cast. And it's like, did no one check Sirius's wand to see if he cast a spell that could have done the thing?
The other wild thing is that they have a whole bunch of time turners. I'm so surprised time turners aren't used solely for the purpose of, you know, CSI.
Going
just
back
to
and
make
watching.
sure.
Yeah,
because all you got to do is go back and be like,
Yeah,
oh,
there should never be somebody
this.
falsely accused of literally anything in the Wizarding World.
What is it? Minority Report, except more retroactively.
Yeah.
Minority Report's beforehand.
They've got Veritas here, but it's. I think the time turner is so funny that they were like, "Can we use this to solve crimes? No. Can we use this to get around a weird scheduling issue for a teenager at the school? Yes.
Yeah. Should we let teenagers control time? Yeah. What could go wrong?
Quite
Should we
frankly,
just move the schedule around a bit? No. Let's control time.
Right. But yeah, so yeah, Veritas Theorem is such a good point too, though. Snape has it in his office at that same school, and yet they can't use it just like in the court of law. Like, there's just like.
Hogwarts is just like law unto itself.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's like it's a magical place. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So, answers.
Yeah. Yes.
1,
yeah.
2, 3.
I said Mad Eye.
Oh, that's probably right. I said Phineas and Nigellus.
Sound like him.
It does. It is Mad Eye Moody.
Yeah, that's good. I forgot that was there.
Alrighty. So final score was Jay 8.5.
Excellent.
Ben 12.
Ayo.
And Mike 4.
Let's go.
We all did amazing.
You did great.
Basically, you know, each doubling each other's, you know, adding four.
We're just like
little
stair stepping.
on.
Ben, that is a 2-win streak.
Wow.
Hey-o.
Bravo.
Has that happened ever?
Has that happened before? Has that happened? Someone check the tape.
That's awesome.
Oh man, the
Congrats.
highlight reel of my life. Maybe I can finally be recruited.
Oh, yeah, by
who?
Who?
I don't know.
Okay.
Who do you want to be recruited by?
Someone. That's the whole point of having a highlight.
You get a letter in the mail. I
true.
saw you answered a bunch of very specific Harry Potter questions. We need you on the next episode of Jeopardy. It's me, Ken Jennings.
Yes,
Ken
yes.
Jennings.
It's me.
It's me.
That's how he signs his letters.
You want to know what
It's me, comma, Ken Jennings.
You want to know what I would do awful at? That.
Jeopardy?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As soon as I get into rivers, I'm lost.
That's it. Whew.
Or anything to do with the McLeod family.
Anything really not Harry Potter. It's going to be kind of a wash.
Oh, man. Well, we made it, guys. We made it
We
made it to the end of the year. Mike, thank you so much for coming on. Where can people find you on the internet?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. This was a blast. Glad we could make this happen. You can find Potterless wherever pods are cast. Just search for Potterless, or you can go to our website, potterlesspodcast.com. And then, though I have stopped making regular episodes of that, I'm doing a similar structure of me going through the books for the very first time, because that's what Potterless was. But I'm now doing that with the Percy Jackson books, and that one's called The Newest Olympian. Same thing. Search for it or go to thenewestolympian.com.
Oh man, have you like gone any down wrong rabbit holes figuring out the plots of Percy Jackson yet?
In such a strange turn of events, I have been getting things correct, which is very different for anyone who have or will listen to Potterless, where I thought many different things and most of them were incorrect. But I'm currently in the middle of the 4th book, and I have taken 2 big swings, and I think the chance of another Bagman situation happening is quite high. So like, my luck can only last me so far, but it's been really fun. Those books are really good, and I'm excited for the Disney Plus show as well.
That is awesome.
It does look exciting. Well, if you want to see Mike possibly whiff at a big prediction in Percy Jackson, go check out The Newest Olympians.
We'll have links to all of that in the description down below.
Otherwise, until next time,
Bye!